What's up, 2K fans and 2K haters? We all here, whatever. Look, I've been taking some time. I've been thinking about this game, and there's a couple things I want to say. Really, just two things. One gonna be real quick, yo. 2K, can you please put back in the two times multiplier for Hall of Fame difficulty, bruh? Can you please do that? You got the audacity to take rookie out the game, but you can't put the two times multiplier. That's why people was playing on Hall of Fame for all your other games, so they can get that extra VC. And the fact that y'all took that two times multiplier out shows that y'all money hungry. All y'all trying to do is get people to buy VC because you know the grind for VC on this shit is ridiculous. Unless you go out there and play some damn friggin' Annie up. But other than that, man, I want to talk about this shooting. Yeah. I want to talk about this shooting and these percentages that 2K is running by. I have an issue with these percentages. Now, it's not the fact that I can't shoot, because I can shoot. I can hit my shots. You know what I'm saying? My issue goes into the fact of when you're wide open and you release it perfectly, 2K takes into account the percentage that has been set on whether you can get a green release or not. And then from that percentage, obviously they're going to roll the dice and see whether they give you that green light or not. I have an issue with this. I already work hard enough to get open. If I'm wide open and my defender decides not to play defense, I said this last year in 2K17, do not reward bad defense. Now, every single release, every single base has a set percentage on whether you'll get a green light or not. And these percentages vary with your build, with your player build. So, let's say you have the D-Lo release. Everybody's seen that probably from Adrian video. He's had the D-Lo release. He hit up my 2K lab. They did the variables. D-Lo release before pre-patch 4 had close to a 70% green light window. So 70% of the time, if you released it perfectly, you're gonna get a green light. And then after the patches, actually after the last two patches, shit has dropped down to getting close to 50%. You know what I'm saying? Now, these percentages are getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous because you never know when 2K is gonna be generous and give you the green light. So you could be shooting. Here's the issue. You can shoot great 4 games in a row, getting your greens, getting your perfects, and then the next 4 or 5 games, you can't get a green light to save your life. Because now the percentage has shifted. Since you got so many green lights, you're on a high percentage and has to balance it back out. And so now you'll be getting like 10% greens instead of that high cliff you were getting before. Because 2K is set on these percentages now. 2K, I understand that you want to make the game realistic, and I'm throwing up air quotes right now. But what you forget is, it's just a game. Okay? It is a game. Now, I don't want to make it. Everybody shouldn't make every shot. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't make every shot. And even last year, there were some times that sharpshooters would miss. Now, they weren't missing a lot if you leave them wide open. You know what I'm saying? But there was instances that sharpshooters would miss. Especially if you was playing versus a garbage sharpshooter. And they had a garbage release. There was a good chance they'd miss an open shot. But now we're dealing with percentages, and that's what's running the system on shooting now. And it's kind of taking away from somewhat of the skill aspect, because you know what I'm saying, you some people pride themselves on playing good defense. And now it's like you really don't even have to play it if they're outside the arc, because it's going to be run on their percentages of if they're going to make it or not. So at the time, I dare people to take that three, because I know there's a high chance that you might miss it, and we'll just get the rebound and go back down court. Now with 2K, what I feel you need to do is like, it's a quick fix. All you gotta do is raise the open shot made percentage and lower the contested shot made percentage. This is where your balance went off 2K. I don't know what the hell y'all was thinking. I don't know what y'all were thinking. But there are archetypes. And there are times when you create your player, and if you make his wingspan long enough, he will have a better chance at making a shot if it is contested. Or he'll have a higher rating of a contested shot rather than taking an open shot. Okay? That makes no sense, 2K. That makes zero sense. Because as much as you want to make your game realistic, there's no player in the NBA today who has a better chance at shooting a contested shot than shooting a wide open shot. The greatest shooter, Steph Curry, right now, has a better open shot than a contested shot. Even JR, as much as he want to be guarded, when he take a shot, he shoots at a higher clip when he is open rather than being guarded. 2K, something is wrong with your shooting, and you need to go in there and find the balance. I'm telling you right now, you need to find the balance, because something you were doing in the lab is not right. I do not like having to rely on the game to tell me if I'm gonna be able to make the shot or not. I've gone games and got nothing but good releases. I'm talking like 4-5 games in a row, straight goods, full whites, can't get it perfect at all. Now I don't know if they've just patched my jump shot or not, but it's crazy. Like, I can go full game straight goods, good releases, and then that 5th game, they decide to start giving me my greens, and I can hit 4-5 greens, shooting the same exact shots, just as wide open in the previous games as I am in the 5th game, and now they decide to give me green lights because, hey, the percentage is shifted. I will boost your shooting. Makes no sense, 2K. Makes no sense. Give us how it was in the previous 2Ks. If you're open, you have a higher chance of making the shot. And if you're contested, you have a lower percent of making the shot. That shit should be like 10%. 10% of all shots taken in 2K18 history should go in contested. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that shit probably at like 50%. I don't know what you're going to do, 2K, but something has to be done about the shooting. And like I said, it's not that I can't make shots. Because there's game, I'm telling you, I have my timing down. There'll be instances where I mess up my timing. That's only if I'm shooting a runner or like shooting off the dribble and I'm not set, because I know my set timing. But sometimes when I go off the dribble, I kind of mess up. I might shoot a little early because the animation is a little different. But I know how to time my jump shot. And getting a whole bunch of whites is ridiculous. I hate that shit. So help me out, 2K. Do what you can. And bring back the times 2 multiplier. Please, y'all. Please. That's all I got to say, man. I had to address that shit. I'm out there, B.